Okay, now you understand that this is a right angle triangle. We're looking for the sides of the right angle triangle. To do that, we can apply Pythagoras or SOHCAHTOA. But today we're applying Pythagoras, and to apply Pythagoras, we apply this equation. C is the longest side of the triangle, the longest side, and we call the longest side the hypotenuse. So the longest side here is going to be 14. So I can call that side C. Ignore all this labeling there so you don't get confused. So that's C. Now you can call this side A if you like, and you call that side B. You could call that A or B. It doesn't matter, so long as you identify the longest side. And the longest side is C. So now, I'm not looking for C because C is the subject of the equation here. I want to make, in this case I'm looking for B, so I'm going to make B the subject. We know the Pythagoras equation is C squared equals A squared plus B squared. I don't want to make C squared the subject, I want to make B squared the subject. In fact, I want to make C the subject. So I need to basically take away A squared from both sides. So if I move A squared from the right to the left, it will become minus because this is plus A squared. And if you move across, it will become minus. If you cross over to the other side of the equal sign, it will be minus. We'll take away A squared from both sides. So B squared will be equal to, if I move A squared from there, that will be B squared alone. So that's B squared. That will be equal to C squared minus A squared. But I don't want B squared, I want B. So I need to square root both sides. So therefore, B will be equal to square root of C squared minus A squared. So that's the formula I'll be using. So in that case, I need to then plug in the value for C and A into the formula. So now I know that B is equal to square root. Now, C squared is 14, so that'll be 14 squared minus A squared. A is 6, so that'll be minus 6 squared. And that will be equal to, we can come into your calculator here, plug that in into your calculator. So you can have square root 14 squared minus, so you know C squared is 36, minus 36 or minus 6 squared. So this one gives us 4 root 10. Now we need to press standard to decimal because the question is saying that we should give your answer in 1 decimal place. So that means we have to use decimal values. You have to press standard to decimal. That is called the exact value. So if the question is asking for exact value, you have to put that down. Otherwise, if the question is requesting a decimal place, you need to press standard to decimal here, and that will be 12.6 because it's 1 decimal place. So 4 is less than 5, so I won't round it up, round it down. So that'll be 12.6 centimeters. Make sure the unit is there. So B is 12.6 centimeters.